it's Crystal with Every Tiny Victory. Just coming for a quick update on my lunch break, I guess. I have had a frustrating day today, so I just wanted to do a quick check-in because I recognized something that I hadn't recognized before. So if you're new here, my name is Crystal. I'm a 40-something-year-old woman living in Houston, Texas, and I'm on a journey to get my health back in order after receiving a diagnosis of type 2 diabetes in December 2023. I've been on the medication Mounjaro for about a year and a half, and over that time, I've recognized that it has really helped me to recognize a relationship with food that was out of whack. I can just say that. One of the things that I haven't had pretty much, since I started taking the medication was food noise. I used to have the worst eating habits. Lots of fast food in the morning on the way to work, at lunch, during the middle of the day, and oftentimes on the way home, getting a snack or something at a drive-through. At the very least, like a large soda or something to sip on my commute home. And then, my husband and I ate out quite a bit, in the before times, I guess, before Mounjaro. Since I've been taking the medication, almost immediately the food noise stopped, and it's been, it can be stronger on some days. Typically the first, couple of days of the shot, the food noise is less. I guess I'll just say that. Yeah. I have very little food noise, if any at all. And, I guess when people say food noise, at least for me, it was, constantly thinking about food, thinking about what you're going to eat, when you're going to eat, where you're going to eat, wanting salty things, and then immediately needing to balance that with a sweet something, and then washing it down with a soda. There's a lot of different ways that food noise manifests for other people. For me, it was just a constant hunger for, unhealthy food. One thing, though, that I have recognized is that I had a very distorted relationship with food because I would use food as a reward, or I would also use food as a punishment. So a reward could be, something like, I really love Chipotle. Don't ask me why, but my husband doesn't like it. So when something good would happen, I would treat myself to Chipotle. Chips and guac and a Pepsi and the burrito bowl, and put all the things in it. And, that one meal was, at least 2,500 calories. It didn't matter if I was at the end of the day or if I had just, eaten a big breakfast. I would reward myself because something went right. And in the same respect, I would also use food as a punishment to make myself feel absolutely stuffed to the gills and feel like absolute crap. And I think that just kind of came from a desire to make the outside match the inside, I guess, or the inside match the outside. When things didn't go well, maybe I did something wrong, or I forgot something, or I had an outcome that wasn't the best, then I would punish myself by eating until I felt absolutely sick. The medication has helped to kind of obviously turn off those signals, the food noise. I can pass by, chips and candies and things that before I absolutely would have stopped and gotten a snack or gotten whatever. And now I don't crave those foods and don't see those as rewards or punishments. Except, I will say, today, I recognized in a situation today that those same triggers came up today. So today has been a frustrating day. I've been involved in a project that was just kind of, there are a lot of moving parts. So from day to day, things can change. And so today, I had a plan, things changed, and so I adjusted my plan and to accommodate this other project that I'm working on. And things just were not set up correctly. There was things missing. There was other things going on, but I was really frustrated. And then I went into this meeting and received some feedback that about a project that was 4 years ago when I was new in my role. I executed to the best of my abilities with the information I had, the resources I had. This person used this meeting, I don't know why, but as an opportunity to bring up, some hiccups with that project. And it really ticked me off. I don't know if this person meant it that way or if they were just, trying to be objective. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, but it really triggered me to anger. I'll just say anger. And I started, thinking about well, why did I allow that to happen? Why didn't I do something better? Why didn't I do this or that or whatever? And started to internalize, tailspin and internalize why I was such a failure and why I didn't do a better job and all these things. And I had to catch myself literally in that meeting and say, I did the very best with this project that I could, given the context, information, and resources. And I've learned since that experience. And, we put XYZ in place so that certain things don't happen again. I feel like I have been able to, grow from that experience. But in the past, that would have definitely triggered, an eating episode. It was just eating until feeling absolutely disgustedly full. So like I was saying, in the past, I would have, been super angry and left that meeting and gone to my car and gone to a drive-through and just gotten something disgusting but that's, met a need, whether it was salty, sweet, greasy, whatever it may have been. And then on the way home, I probably would have driven through somewhere and got a big Coke to sip on my commute while I was just mad about that meeting. And then when I got home, I'd just be too mad to cook and too upset at myself. And I would convince my husband to take us out to eat, to go somewhere and eat some takeout food or, go eat at a restaurant. And then likely I probably would have, had a big bowl of ice cream or some kind of sweet, probably even a bag of candy, to be honest. I recognize today that I felt those feelings of anger and frustration. And it made me want to pack up my lunch, which I did bring with me today, and go and get something to eat. But I recognize now that that's a response. That's an emotional response. That's not what I want to do. That's just a knee-jerk reaction to this situation and the feelings that it brought up for me personally. So I feel the Mounjaro has been very helpful in helping me manage my diabetes, getting my blood sugar under control, helping me to, correct at least, some of the relationship with food, but it's helped me to get my mental health in order too. I will definitely be discussing this realization with my therapist this weekend, and just kind of recognizing that there are things that can trigger me, using food as a weapon against myself, basically. It just got me thinking about how we handle setbacks and failures. And I think when I was really going through it around like 2016 to 2018 maybe, that I probably would have, ate to excess and just really felt terrible about myself and slept a lot and withdrawn into myself. And today I'm just really thankful that I can recognize that, 4 years ago, I probably did make a couple of judgment calls that maybe I wouldn't make today. But those experiences have taught me to think about problems in a different way, look for solutions in places that we haven't found solutions before, draw on other people and resources to fill needs that maybe I don't have resources to fill. So I've learned a lot from those, setbacks and those failures and stuff. And I'm proud of myself for that. I think with the food, my relationship with food, I'm healing that as well, because I recognize, like today, I'm just so proud of myself for recognizing that, I was triggered emotionally to do some damage to myself with food, instead of sticking to the plan and giving myself some time to cool down and process, the things that were said. And it wasn't a confrontational meeting at all. It was just, a comment that was made that, the person may have meant it, targeted to me. They may have just meant it in passing. I don't know, but it triggered me, and I can't control what they do and what they say, but I can control my response to it. So, I think, the way that I'm able to recognize that is progress. I'm really happy about that, to be able to recognize that today and not give in to the craving monster. So in closing, I'll just say that I wanted to share this quote that I had pinned on my Pinterest board, quite some time ago, but I found it very appropriate for today. And the quote is, "Failing is a crucial part of success. Every time you fail and get back up, you practice perseverance, which is the key to life. Your strength comes in your ability to recover." And I definitely feel like I am becoming a different person, and I'm becoming a much stronger person, not just in, mind and body, but in so many other ways. So I hope that this helps you in some way. And I'm going to do the things that I know that will help me to get in a better, headspace for the rest of the day. I'm going to go take a lap around the building and get some lizard time in. I'm going to heat up the food that I brought for lunch, and I'm going to eat that. And I'm going to go drink some water because I need to stay hydrated. And I'm going to just be proud of myself for the progress that I've made so far over the past year and a half. And I think that I'm just super thankful to have such a supportive community of family and friends and people on the internet that have been so kind to leave comments and words of encouragement. And I'm going to look forward to a better day tomorrow. So with that being said, I hope that you have had a spectacular day today, and that whatever setback you may encounter, that you see it just as that, not a setback, but something that is helping you to build better skills, improve yourself, and just, have a better outcome for the next time those things roll around. So, all right, I feel a lot better. Thank you for listening, guys. My name is Crystal. I'm, here with my channel, Every Tiny Victory, and I appreciate you being here, and I love you very much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.